Welcome back. It's Tuesday night? Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? I have no idea. Yeah, Tuesday. Working a week of lates. Start at 4:15, finish at 1 o'clock ish. So picked up the bus. I'm on diversion. Widmore Road and East Street are East Street is closed. Are closed. So we're going from the it's too late in the day to do this shit, I tell you. Bromley Civic Centre. I take over the bus there instead of round the corner in Widmore Road. We go straight across the lights of Widmore Road, turn right to College Road, and follow the line of route. But he calls me up in, I'm in William Barefoot Drive, and he said, "Oh, can you take it through Avery Hill? Do you know the way?" I said, "Yes, I do." So I've gone across into Avery Hill Road, done a left at the mini roundabout where the vet is, where Blue had his nuts taken off. Good old Blue. And then left onto Bexley Road, right through at Elton High Street, back to Lana Road. I don't know why, per se, but I don't think the traffic was that bad. I don't think the petrol station at Foots Cray Road's got any diesel. Another one at Five Ways hasn't. Sainsbury's has, but that shouldn't really, unless it drags all the way down the road, it shouldn't really affect us. But yeah, so that's a good start of the day. 2 diversions, and I've only done half a rounder. I've got 5 more minutes, so I've got to go back to Bromley. No, then I've got to go back to New Addington and then back here, and then basically I'll run dead back to New Addington or wherever to have my lunch break, and I'll show you that later. But yeah, I've got an hour and a bit to do that. Run back there to, well, it says back to the garage, and then from the garage I've got 19 minutes to get to Addington to start again. I'll show you that in a bit anyway. But yeah, for 2 diversions in the first half a rounder. Not too bad. You can see how the week's got to go. Alright, I'll speak to you in a little while. Speak to you soon. So this is me. So that's me. That's the queue. It goes all the way down the common so I can go and get my meal relief. Not going to happen. So the BP garage, which is down there somewhere, which is about the end of the 10th bus down there, something like that. It's had a delivery. It's not open, well, what I've been told, but they've had a delivery. Now, but they're queuing, they're coming down, cars are coming down the wrong side of the road here with their hazards on. Obviously, I don't know if they're just desperate and they're in the need or what, but London has gone to shit, it really has. I didn't want to do another video about stupid fucking people. See, down the road there. Oh, we've moved the bus length. There we go, should we move up? So I've run light from Elton, supposedly going to the garage, have my meal break at the garage, and then leave the garage to go to New Addington to start the second half. my second half starts in less than 40 minutes. I require, by under the law, they keep telling me I need 40 minutes meal relief. So I don't know what fuckers. And that's about as much as we get. Every couple of minutes we get like a car and a half length, 2 cars length. I don't know if you can see it, that car that's coming out of the junction, that's Turpington Lane. The bus garage, the bus garage is in probably another half a mile. The petrol garage is probably another 400 yards on from there. So get out of the light. It's all gone to rat shit. So there's a double decker going round with parked traffic. Unless he's turning around going the other way. No, he's going round it. He's going down the... Oh, he's away. He's decided he's going to take his life in his hands and drive down the wrong side of the road. Don't know if you can see where the red light, the green lights are. He's parked there. He's on the wrong side of the road now. There you go. People just want to go home. What's he doing now? Oh no, he's not. He's just gone round a car. That's all. He's on the right side of the road. There's been a car driven down the wrong side of the road 4 times, and it's the same car. Don't know what he's doing. Don't know what he's doing. Let's move the bus up. So I'm just trying to count buses. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm number 8 that I can see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 buses that are being held up by you people that are just trying to get fuel. And you know, some of these buses are in service, some of these buses are, you know, out of service, trying to get home or trying to, you know, get back to a depot like myself, or disappeared, you know, trying to get back to a depot for their meal relief, and it's just gone tits up. I don't know, I despair for humanity, I really do. Yeah, it just, it beggars belief what people will allow themselves to do. Just gonna stand in the dark, I'm excited. You know, I drove here today. You know, I could do with some fuel. You know, so I'm driving the cab. The missus is going to work. So you know, I could do with some fuel. You know, it might be better. Might be better at 1 o'clock when I finish work, when I might be able to get some. But at the end of the day, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere quickly tonight, so I'll leave it there for a minute and go and talk to Brian, see what he's doing, see it a bit. And now it's pissing down. And some big thunders, big lightning strikes earlier. No thunder yet, but sounds like a big storm's coming. Be quite interesting. And all I can see, it's just like a constant stream of people walking past because they've got off the bus that they were on. Beggars belief, it really does. I've just been talking to the guy behind me, guy can go ahead. I mean, they do have quite long duties, but he said he started work at 8 o'clock this morning. It's now 9:03. So that's a 13-hour day he's had already. And the old and bold will tell you, put a docket in, get a docket. I don't want a docket, I want to go home. You know, if I've done 30, no way in a million years I'd do a 13-hour shift. Not in a bus, not in a million years. 2-hour duties are long, but they're like 10 hours. Yeah. So it's you know, 2, 4, 6 been quite long duties because just the nature of the journey. There's not many buses. You end up having a 2-hour lunch break. So in the middle of your 2 rounders, your 2 and 2 rounders and 2 rounders, meal break and two rounders. So it's an hour. It's an hour. I don't know. It's more than an hour to. It's a 2-hour rounder. It's like the 314. You know, it's over an hour to get to one end and an hour to get back. So it's an hour. Well, days like today, I just done a round. I just worked it out. One of my rounders. So just one way. Oh shush. Just one way. Where did you put it? Took me an hour and 33 minutes, which is long, but it's not, you know, the journey takes about an hour and 10 anyway, an hour and 13, an hour and 14, whatever it does, you know. But I'm moving down the road a bit. Let's stand out here. We're not far. Just beyond those green lights. And the bus is just moving now. That's Turpington Lane. There's another car just coming out. Turpington Lane. Still got half a mile to go. I'm just joking with the guy in front. It wouldn't be funny if one of the bus didn't started. It's not that funny because it's we're not that far away from that, you know. Anyway, oh man, and there's still people waiting across the road for at a bus stop because this queued traffic on the other side of the road coming down the hill from Lock's Bottom is all the way to Lock's Bottom. So I don't know what these people waiting for. Let's turn the old bus off. What's that beeping? Epoxy Green Road. Oh! The old boys will tell you that a happy bus is an empty bus. But this bus isn't very happy. What can you do? I've spoken to the garage.
Please wear a face covering over your nose and mouth at all times when using TfL services, unless you are exempt. It's there to protect us all.
Yes, it is. Oh man, look at that. I don't know if you can see that, picking it up on the camera, on the phone. It's raining. Oh, we're not moving again, are we? Oh, happy days. Another 6 feet. So that little number in the top left-hand corner of the MDT says 30 seconds. That means I've got 30 seconds to leave New Addington. So it's taken, I don't even know, I haven't even showed you my duty card yet, have I? turn me light on. I left Elton Station at 1947 to come back to the garage and have my meal relief and go back to Addington. So it's 1947, so nearly 10 to 8, so it's now 25 past 9. I still haven't had my meal relief, so I've got to have that. The only worry now is that I'm creeping up to 5.5 hours worth of driving. So I don't know what to do about that. Even with my tiny little bits of stand time that I've had today, and I've been, you know, I've had 2 diversions because it's actually made the journey quicker, and it's still taking an hour and 35 minutes, whatever it was. And I was told on my way to Elton, I was sent on a diversion. Went from Elton to Addington. When I got to Addington, there was 3 of us. One got turned at the Addington village. My leader went out, and I got told to run from New Addington to Addington village and start my journeys there. So I've cut out all of the estates around the back there. There's a bus coming, just another go-ahead driver. He's just gone down the wrong side of the road because he is seriously running out of. He's been on duty since 8 o'clock this morning, he said. So he's seriously running out of driving hours. So if this takes, so according to the guy in front of me, if your first half takes 6.5 hours, that's your day finished. So I signed on at 4:45, 4:45, 4:46, 4:47, 4:48, 4:49, 10. 10 is 5 hours, that's in 15 minutes. 10. So it could feasibly take another hour and a half for me to get down there. I don't know. I'm hungry though. I'm getting hungry. Right, I'm officially late. There you go, what can you say? It's one of those things. Hopefully it won't happen tomorrow. Alright, that'll do. Speak to you in a bit. Right, go ahead driver didn't get very far. He was behind me and he's now, you can just see his lights coming on. He's sitting in the central reservation there. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's jibbing in. Oh well. What can you do? Cars just driving around the wrong side. So he's on the wrong side of the road. That's a 2-lane road on the other side. He's just driving past. There's a bus lane. It comes into a bus lane further up. Man's a dickhead. And the weather conditions are awful, and they're still driving like twats. I've just had to get out of the bus. I'm still here. It's now what? 10 o'clock. I've just had to get out of the bus to guide an ambulance through. Somebody's going to die because of these people. It's just you know, the government needs to get a grip and get a grip very soon. Start giving police the powers to move these people on, because it's gonna go tits up very, very soon. Somebody will die in an ambulance, and it will be the government's fault. Well, actually, it'll be all your fault for sitting in this traffic. Absolutely beggars belief. It really does. So my first night, the first late shift in a week of late shifters, that's gone very well so far. Now over 6.5 hours, something like that. Still haven't done a meal relief. 6.5 hours, duty's finished. As soon as we can use emergency measures to drive over 6.5 hours, 5.5 hours to allow us to get the vehicle off the public road. And that, at this rate, could be another 2 hours. But what I find amusing, and I shouldn't find it amusing, after bearing in mind I've been sat here for 2.5 hours, something like that. There's two blokes over there waiting at a bus stop. Can you see the irony? Can you see the irony? There must be 40 buses in Bromley Common. The training buses, there's one training bus just pulled out in front of me there in Magpie Hall Road. He's been talking, James is on the phone, and he's been talking to a fella. He's up the road. All the stagecoach buses, you know, they're little. I'm just trying to tuck myself in. They know all their the ins and outs of the side streets. They're coming out and popping out of these little side streets in this, you know, the 336s and the 146s and the single doors, so they can nip around these little back streets better than I can in this old big old thing. But it's just mad, isn't it? The world, I don't know how much. The lost mileage. I mean, there's a 358 in front of me, 61 in front of him. 61's lost miles because he hasn't had his meal relief yet. The guy, the 358, he hasn't had his meal relief yet. I haven't had my meal relief yet. So basically, me and the 61, we're done for the day. Finished. I don't know what the policy is, a go ahead, but 6.5 hours worth of driving, you're done. Or your duty is, oh, you lost me again, there you go. What was I going to say? Yeah, from signing on to the 6.5 hour point, anything up to that, anything up to there, you're finished. I've been standing in the rain, I'm absolutely soaked, I've got the fucking hump. I'm cold, I'm wet, I'm really hungry. And 10:30, controllers just just phoned me up. Go, where are you? Oh, I'm in Bromley Common. He said, what are you doing there? I'm still trying to go for my meal relief. Is that alright? He went, oh, you carry on, son. I think days like the last 4 or 5 days, however long it's been, I think I would not want to be a controller. Not in a million years. Let's move the bus up. No, I definitely wouldn't want to be a controller on days like this. They must be pulling their hair out. Especially, you've got people like me that are stuck. The routes are in such bad order because of the traffic. You just can't get anywhere. Like I said, I've been turned. I haven't been turned. I've been diverted. So there's a diversion on the route anyway. So I've had an extra diversion because it's easier to take the longer route around Avery Hill than it is to go up and down Foots Cray Road. It's just, I'm going to leave it there. I am going to leave it there because I've had enough. Because I'm going to get really sweary, and I don't really want to because I swear enough as it is. So day one of 7 night shifts, so late shifts. Complete fucking disaster. and today's word is going to be carnage. I don't think we've had carnage before. I'm sure we have, but carnage is the word of the day. It's just madness. Speak to you soon.